Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where last episode we continued to work on eliminating the commonality of Azan's Crucible and Kingdom of Yonderim. We've got a ways to go on both of those, particularly with bombardments and invasions of planets. We do need to... minus 5k, that doesn't seem right. I don't think that's accurate. Minus 244 is maybe about right for consumer goods. We'll see what that ends up looking like. We should go through our jobs before we get too involved in this, but I want to point out the contingency spawned last episode. I have no idea where they are. We'll keep an eye out for that, and if we need to, we'll deal with it. If we don't need to, we'll finish off this war first. Okay, so let's go through our jobs here really quickly. Looks like this factory world requires a job. It's not much of a factory world, is it? We really should put in a civilian industry to help offset this. That's definitely something that we should do. Anything else through here? Well, this forge world actually needs some tile blocker clearance. I guess we may as well do that. And that's it. That's all it needs. What else would we need down this direction? There's this research station. Fair enough. Can we build... Actually, we could build a research institute here. Go ahead and do that. That'll be fine. That'll actually give this ruler a job, I think. And we've got this trade station here. Sure, we could put in something along the lines of a stock exchange, potentially. Am I blind? I might be blind. Galactic Stock Exchange. There we go. And we needed housing here. So, a trade district. There we go. Cool. So there's this urban world here. I'm going to swap that over to being a factory world, and we're going to put in a civilian industry here. Cool. This factory station mostly just needs a demotion. Okay. This foundry station, we could upgrade this monument, I suppose, but these guys aren't going to work here. They're going to need to migrate. Whatever, no big deal there. As far as this goes, we can put in a trade station. Sure, that's fine. Okay, so that's all good. We've got all of this ongoing, right? We do need to come on over this direction. These all have orders at this moment, so that's okay. And we're on normal speed. Let's bump that up to maximum
Scientific
speed.
breakthrough achieved.
Cool. The second fleet isn't doing anything. It is in Gathrika right now, and realistically, I feel like it should come out over... probably over this direction, to be honest. Yeah, head on up to Delphine. The 8th fleet also requires orders. It's at Sol for some reason. Also head to Delphine. Cool. The 7th fleet is currently missing, and we'll get that dealt with soon enough.
Station. They are
cool.
assaulting our
So the question that I have right now is, what is the actual energy credit deficit that we're running right now?
The enemy is targeting one of our stations.
And we'll find that out. Ah, okay. A massive energy spike has been reported in the Iberzinda system. The entire surface of one of the system's barren worlds has come apart, revealing some kind of planet-wide factory. Vast fleets of strange AI-controlled vessels are emerging from beneath the surface of this machine world in search of targets to attack. Where is this? Well, that's a little awkward. So, that's very strong. Very strong indeed. And that's in our territory. Okay. Let's take a look at what they're using, if we can. We can't, but we can see that they are armor and shields. Okay. So, if we were to move together all of our existing fleets, we'll call them 250k each. It's a little bit underestimating, but that'll be fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So if we're assuming 250,000, 250k times 14 is 3.5 million. Okay. My decision has been made. We're pulling everybody over to here. We're going to crush this quickly and eliminate this, and then we'll get back to the war.
Our spaceport.
It'll be fine. We'll make our way over here quite quickly. It shouldn't take us long to get here, in theory. Do we need to repair any of our, or rather rebuild any ships? Well, yes, the 7th Fleet will not be back until, well, for a bit yet. So our fleets are beginning to arrive here. We're going to need to wait for a number of them to show up. Now, these guys just left.
Initiating ground assault.
Which is a big deal, actually.
Ours.
Oh, Stellaris stopped responding. Any moment now, Stellaris. There we go. Cool. So we're moving all of these guys in, right? We should have sufficient forces to do this.
The Cravens have destroyed one of our mining
A second
stations.
machine world in the Yillian system. Okay, this is over by the Corellian Foundation. We don't need to worry about this right now. Cool. So our forces are piling in here. As I said, it won't take us very long to get here. They're taking Rasnum. That's okay for the moment. They're not going to be able to get too far up over this way for now.
Our warriors are victorious.
Okay. How many fleets are still on the way? Well, the 7th Fleet is over at Wenkwart right now. We're waiting for this month tick to finish up. There we go. And we are going to reinforce this fleet. It's... Oh, no, that's the 3rd Fleet. I wanted the 7th Fleet. There we go. So we're lacking a little bit of alloys to get that fully reinforced, right? But I want to check through here. The 7th Fleet hasn't fully arrived yet, nor has the 4th. But everything else here is pretty much good to go. Okay. And in we go. So this is going to be a lot, right? We're going to crush this with very much overwhelming force. I do want to move these guys over to Kiesel. Okay. Because this can't be tolerated. This absolutely cannot be tolerated in our backyard.
Ultimate sacrifice.
We're going to have some of our ships die here. No doubt about that. I wouldn't mind buying in a bunch of alloys, actually. We can buy like 5,000. That'll be enough for now. Cool. And we're just going to move in here and eliminate these with extreme prejudice. Beautiful. So they are losing quite a lot of fleet power. Are they coming back to defend this? They're going to the hyper relay, so quite possibly. Any moment now, game. You can do it. There we go. Cool. So there's still this 4th fleet here that we can move in to reinforce with. But we are absolutely crushing this at this moment. They don't have a plan. Or they don't have a chance. Not a single chance. We're just absolutely flooding this. Okay, there's a 3rd machine world. Where is this one? Also in the EUIV territory. For now, we don't care about that. This is ideal. If we were to engage the sterilization hub, can we actually land on that? Hang on. No. So that'll need to be bombarded. That's fine. Okay. So this fleet is gone. Now the question is, are these guys coming in? And the answer is almost certainly they are. We need to come up here and deal with them. I want to grab our construction ship that finished up down here. Specifically you, the Tigris. And you are going to head up over this direction. We're going to need to survey this as well. So where's our science ship at? Let's see here. Science ship. There we go. So we're going to come up over here and survey this. And these guys are all heading up to eliminate these these fleets. Cool. We're already closing in on them. Although, if they come in from the hyper relay, awkwardness could ensue. Are we going via the hyper relay? Yes, we are. I do want to leave one force bombarding the sterilization hub. Okay. Once we've got this
Battle
under
is
control,
joined.
and yeah, we're going to eliminate these with extreme prejudice as well. Once we've got this under control, then we are going to not really be too concerned about the contingency anymore.
Our enemies hurl themselves at one of our planets.
Yeah, these guys are still fighting up over here. We are not shocked about this. This is giving them a bit of a reprieve, but we can eliminate this contingency hub with no problems. As soon as the month tick happens here, we will proceed. Anytime now, Stellaris. There you go. Cool. So they're coming in with their other fleet here, and this isn't a problem. Their fleets will die very swiftly. Have we taken losses? Absolutely we have. Are we going to be out of alloys? Oh yeah. 100%. But we've eliminated the contingency hub in our backyard, and the other two are targeting the other major power in the galaxy. So that's kind of ideal. I love it. So these guys are out of here, right? No problem whatsoever there. I'm going to send this unit up to Rasnum to take this over. And I'm going to send this unit to bombard the sterilization hub. Everything else here, as long as they don't have orders, are available to go back to the war. In theory, anyway. And this should die to the station, right? I think. Okay, there is a fourth machine world. That is going to need to be handled by us again. Noted. So all of these that do not have orders are going to be grabbed here. And all of them are going to come out over this direction. We need to head to region. How long will it take us to get there? About 60 days. That's not too bad. Let's go ahead and replenish some forces here. Yeah, we have big naval cap lacks, or rather big alloy lacks. That's to be expected. So this nonsense is going on, right? We'll get back to that. Unfortunately, we've had to deal with a full half of the contingency, but these guys are going to deal with the other half, so we're not too concerned about that.
Blocker clear.
And it looks like they probably do have that under control. Okay, so we're heading on in over here. What battle is this? Ah, right, the station.
The cowards have destroyed one of our space
Yep, that's
ports.
completely fine. So we don't need these guys doing what they're doing, right? Instead, we need them to come out over this direction and land, like, somewhere out over here. Like on Shiraka. Is this an okay place to land? 337? Yes, that is actually okay. So they should come land on Shiraka. Beautiful. And we need to check in on our other army here. So that is these guys. They're still fighting. Okay, they'll be done there soon. Cool. So the Tigress needs to make its way up over here. For sure. And the Darwin, I'm going to send up over here as well for the time being. The Darwin, of course, as soon as this month tick ends, come on month tick, you can do it. I know there's a lot going on right now, but that's fine. Okay, so the Darwin is going to come over here and survey Epperzinda.
Our warriors
There we go.
are victorious.
And there was only intended to be one bombarding here. These guys are going to head down over here, and they've re-attacked over here. Nerds. Okay, we're going to head on over. They're actually going into us here. This is not great. These guys were not supposed to be here necessarily alone. We will emergency FTL jump them as soon as we can. It's going to be a little bit. 3, 2, 1, and they're out of here. Okay, now our reinforcements are arriving, and they will win this battle. Cool. So all of these fleets are here. We will defeat this autonomous cluster without any major problems. The next question is, where's their other fleet going? For right now, it's just sitting. Okay. Well, we'll head down to Beta Cayley and continue to reinforce our fleets. We've definitely taken losses from this, no doubt about that. And the commonality is taking advantage of this by coming up over to Tunari Vortex. Very rude, but eventually we'll have this taken care of. So for now, this fleet doesn't need to be here anymore. We can move that over to Regent. And from here, the Tigris can go up and build a starbase in Rasnum. Beautiful. Cool. So we're heading down to eliminate this force. Actually, that force moved right on through us. So instead, let's get all these guys in here, and we're going to position to head up into Bombala. We know that this is going to be a pretty hefty battle here in Bombala.
Our warriors are victorious. Enemy planet conquered.
Indeed. As soon as the game is caught up here, we will issue new orders. There we go. Okay, we gained control of the region system and rebuilt that outpost. Perfect. As expected. We need to come down to our armies here. So we've got these guys in Congram. Both of these are fairly hefty planets to land on. And I believe Beta Aquilae is the same situation. Yes. Okay. So in that case, we want these guys to start heading, like, up over this way. Yeah. So, like, in Helos here, we land on Vimakal. Oh, that'll be free. Beautiful. These guys are going to head into Jormundir and land on Gulek. 4387. Never mind. They're not going to land there. They are instead going to head over to Maya and hopefully land on Gefarak. Oh, yeah, that's much better. Beautiful. So all of these guys are currently in position here. We've got the 4th fleet on its way in, and it's just going to finish up that transport fleet. I want to jump up into Bombala right now so that we can eliminate this fleet quickly before we get drawn into this one. That's the idea. Now they're going to come in, absolutely. And as soon as we're done here, we're going to bring these in to reinforce. We will continue to reinforce our fleets as quickly as we can. That's not going to be tremendously quickly due to the contingency, but it'll be okay for now. Okay. So our science chip is here right now. For the moment, that's fine. We've got this month tick ongoing. There we go.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Cool. So, we are fighting over here. We've got 2 fleets that are on their way in. They'll arrive in about 40 days. But I think that we win this, regardless. We've done heavy damage to them already. Extremely heavy damage.
The enemy dares to occupy one of our planets.
Yeah, they're going to do this. We're distracted right now. Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll refocus on the commonality soon enough. Okay, so this station is gone. That's a big part of their power gone. This fleet is about to be gone. Eventually. Now, we've taken heavy losses. There's no doubt about that.
Assault. Victory shall be ours.
Okay, so we need to scroll down here and find ourselves our army over here. Specifically, this army. They successfully landed on Maya. Is there anything in here that they can land on? Actually, yeah, there is. So go ahead and do that. Fantastic. We're kind of ignoring everything going on up over here for now. But that's because we've got bigger problems. We need to stamp out the contingency before it becomes an issue. Have we taken major hits here? Absolutely we have. No doubt about that. We've got 2 reinforcement fleets still on the way in, though. And, yeah, they're coming in right now. Beautiful. And we've got the 7th fleet currently chilling here. We're going to send it to go get some repairs. Okay. We lost an admiral. I'm honestly surprised we haven't lost more than just the one admiral.
Victory shall be ours.
But here we come with our reinforcements, and this should, in theory, do the trick. The contingency should be dealt with within our territory. Beautiful. It hurt. No doubts about that. But we got him. This is the final...
Initiating
the final endgame crisis as well. So that's good. So we're going to eliminate this. We've got this month tick ongoing. There we go. And this station will be eliminated very, very shortly. Cool. So, at this point, we need to send a fleet to bombard here. Every other fleet that we have that is not currently bombarding needs to report for repairs. Repairs are going to be a high priority. And they're going to take a little bit. Refitting, or rather replacing all of these ships that we lost fighting the contingency is going to be difficult. No doubt about that. But we did eliminate the contingency quickly, before it caused substantial damage to us. We're going to continue to work on reinforcing. Yeah, we need almost 1 million alloys to reinforce all of that. That's not shocking. And the Kingdom of Yonderin and the commonality of Azan's Crucible have been going a little bit nuts in our absence, taking over territory. That's all to be expected.
Complete.
Okay. So the Tigris is up over here, and we're going to have it move into Eberzinda. We're going to need to finish surveying here before we can do anything else. We are gaining like 3,000 alloys per month. That's nice. But we're going to need a lot more than that. Actually, we're down to needing 500,000. Okay, that number is fluctuating a lot. I'm not sure what the real numbers are. We'll see. We'll see. As soon as we're done surveying up here, we of course need to come survey Bombala. So we'll get that done next. And these guys are all making their way over to repair. So once those repairs are complete, then we can start focusing back on the war. Now, this army is currently in Helos. Can they go to Carenza and land on Croc? It looks like they could. Yeah, do it.
Our warriors are victorious.
Fantastic.
Enemy planet conquered.
So Anastasia is partially under our control. We can't really land here right now, but we could go up to, say, where would we go from here? Like down here somewhere? I'm sure we can't land in gear, right? 176, that's not too bad. 534, 986, 1151. We could do some work over here in gear. So we'll land on Vitalos for right now. That looks good. We are going to need to deal with the war, right? That's absolutely a thing that we need to do. Month tick is ongoing, and there we go. It is now done. We will continue to reinforce.
Blocker cleared.
Okay. So we're bombarding these sterilization hubs, and they will eventually get bombarded. It'll take some time. How are we doing on this sterilization hub 001 here? Is it 18%? Okay. Yep, that'll take time. We have finished up our repairs on the 7th Fleet. So we could use that to go take back the Tunari Vortex. Since infiltration attempt, huh? Okay. Note that we're not getting rid of our sapient combat computers. We don't really have time. Or do we? As soon as this month tick is over. What if we were to take all of these guys over to Monakadir? We cancel construction of this cruiser. Anything else that is being built? No. Okay. So let's go ahead and take off the sapient combat computers for right now. And this should actually save us alloys. Like 9 alloys per ship. It'll make our ship slightly worse, yes. But it does mean that we won't run into the bad effects of this, in theory. And back this off. There we go. Defense platforms can be backed off as well, in theory. Ion cannons, sure, why not? And the Juggernaut doesn't... Oh, no, it does. There we go. Cool. Just going through this real quick, making sure that that's all set up. The idea behind this is that we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So we come back and refit all of these ships, right? We're going to do that at Monakadir. And we upgrade the fleet to the latest designs. Each of these will be either free or... what are you doing? Make your way out over here and upgrade. Okay. There we go. So we're going to make our way over here. Oh, right. It only does this for 1. So we actually need to do these 1 at a time. Awkward. But this should actually refund us some alloys that we can use to cut into our deficit. That's the idea here. Okay. So there's that underway, and now we're going to continue to build up our fleets again. Perfect. We've successfully landed over here, right? Nope, it wasn't this one. What is the 6th Fleet doing? It's not doing anything, apparently. The 6th Fleet is supposed to be bombarding here. No. The 6th Fleet is not supposed to be here. The 6th Fleet is supposed to come to the Mega Shipyard and come upgrade. It's the other 6th Fleet that is bombarding. The 20th and the 6th. Okay. Sounds good. So those are underway. Month tick is occurring. And we are going to... As soon as the month tick ends here, we're going to continue to reinforce our fleets. Fantastic. So these upgrades, quote-unquote, are going to be happening, and we're going to continue to repair these here as well. So we can see here, there's a lot of things that are happening. No doubt about that. The Mega Shipyard is going to be busy for a bit, but we have plenty of other shipyards. That won't be a problem. We're going to get this all put back together and rebuilt a bit, but it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to focus back on the commonality of Azan's Crucible. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Kentuin, James, Shadowwolf, and Lohan80, Kentogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Unisol, Rogue Corvid, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.